Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of British threepence coins, especially the silver ones. And some of these historic coins can be worth serious money. Believe it or not, people have discovered these coins in old collections, antique shops, and even mixed in with loose change, only to find out they're worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll break down the rare dates you should be looking for, the historical designs collectors love, and the valuable minting errors that can turn an ordinary threepence into a true hidden treasure. We'll also talk about silver content and why certain years are much more valuable than others. So stay tuned, and don't forget to check your old coins carefully, because you might already have a rare and valuable piece sitting at home. The idea of a 1953 British threepence silver coin turning into a $900,000 fortune overnight sounds dramatic. But before the excitement builds too far, there's a key truth you need to understand. A 1953 threepence connected to Queen Elizabeth II is not a United States coin at all. It belongs to the coinage of the United Kingdom, and that alone changes how its value is judged. These coins were part of everyday British currency, not rare American dollars hiding secret wealth. Now step into the year 1953, a historic moment. It was the year of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation, a time filled with national pride and celebration. Coins minted during this period carried special meaning, symbolizing a new era for Britain. The threepence coin itself had a long history, originally struck in silver in earlier decades. But by the time you reach the 1950s, most circulating threepence coins were no longer made of silver. Instead, they were struck in brass, giving them the distinctive golden tone many people recognize today. This is where confusion often begins. Many assume all older coins are silver, but that's not always true. When people talk about no mint mark on British coins, it often creates excitement. But in reality, most British coins of that era did not use visible mint marks like American coins do. So the absence of a mint mark is completely normal, not a rare feature that adds huge value. The same goes for coins that appear dirty or worn. That condition is simply the result of years of circulation, coins passing through hands, pockets, and markets. In the collecting world, heavyware usually reduces value rather than increasing it. So where do the million-dollar stories come from? They come from rare exceptions, coins that are truly different from the rest. In the case of British threepence coins, the most valuable examples are usually from earlier periods when silver content was higher, or from extremely rare minting errors or limited issues. These coins are scarce, carefully studied, and often sold through major auctions. A standard 1953 threepence, even though it carries historical importance, does not fall into that category. But don't lose interest, because there is still something powerful here. A 1953 threepence connects directly to a historic transition, the beginning of a new monarch's reign. It's a coin that represents change, tradition, and the continuation of a centuries-old system. Even if it doesn't carry massive financial value, it carries historical weight that collectors appreciate. The real excitement in coin collecting doesn't come from exaggerated promises. It comes from discovery. A coin becomes valuable when it combines rarity, condition, and uniqueness. A perfectly preserved example or a coin with a genuine minting error can always stand out. But those are exceptions, not the rule. So no, this coin is unlikely to make you a billionaire overnight, but it's far from meaningless. It's a small, tangible piece of history from a significant year. And if you take the time to study it closely, you'll understand something far more valuable than hype. You'll understand the difference between an ordinary coin and a truly rare one. The story of a 1955 British threepence coin being a hidden $900,000 treasure sounds powerful, almost unbelievable. But the real truth behind this coin is very different, and once you understand it, the history becomes even more fascinating. First, let's clear the biggest confusion. A coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II for 1955 is not a United States coin at all. It belongs to the coinage of the United Kingdom, part of a long tradition of British currency used in everyday life across the nation and its territories. Now step into 1955, just a few years after the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. Britain was rebuilding, modernizing, and moving forward after the challenges of World War II. Coins like the threepence were part of daily transactions, used for small purchases, bus fares, and simple exchanges. But here's the detail that surprises many people. By 1955, the British threepence coin was not made of silver. Earlier versions, decades before, had silver content, but by the mid-20th century, the threepence had shifted to a brass composition. That golden color people often see is not hidden wealth. It's simply the metal used at the time. The idea of no mint mark, creating rarity, is another common misunderstanding. British coins from this period typically did not display mint marks in the same way American coins do. So a missing mint mark is completely normal, not a rare or valuable feature. And when it comes to coins that look dirty or worn, that condition is usually the result of years of circulation. These coins pass through countless hands, collecting marks, scratches, and discoloration along the way. In coin collecting, heavyware usually lowers value rather than increasing it. So where do the stories of million-dollar coins come from? They come from rare and exceptional cases, coins that are truly different. In the world of British coinage, high-value pieces are usually those with limited production, historical significance, or rare minting errors. These might include unusual strikes, experimental pieces, or coins preserved in nearly perfect condition. Those are the coins that attract serious collectors and reach high prices at auctions. Not common circulation coins like a 1955 threepence. But don't dismiss this coin entirely, because it still carries something meaningful. A 1955 threepence represents a specific moment in British history, a time of recovery and change. It's a small object that connects you to everyday life in that era. The design, the metal, the wear, all of it tells a story about how people lived, spent, and interacted with money decades ago. The dream of becoming a billionaire overnight from a single coin is exciting, but real coin collecting works differently. Value is built on rarity, condition, and verified demand, not on dramatic claims. Still, the world of coins is full of surprises. A careful eye, patience, and knowledge can sometimes reveal something special where others see nothing. So while 1955 British threepence is unlikely to transform your life financially, it can still spark curiosity and appreciation. Look at it closely, understand its background, and recognize its place in history. Because sometimes the real treasure isn't in the price. It's in the story the coin carries and the knowledge you gain from it. The idea that a 1958 British threepence coin could secretly be a $900,000 jackpot is the kind of story that sounds irresistible. But to really understand this coin, you have to separate excitement from reality. First, a crucial fact. A threepence featuring Queen Elizabeth II is not from the United States at all. It belongs to the currency of the United Kingdom, part of a long tradition of British coinage used in everyday life. That means its value follows an entirely different path than American coins. Now let's step into 1958. Britain was moving forward in a post-war world, modernizing its economy while still holding on to traditional coin designs. The threepence coin at that time had a very distinctive look, small, thick, and with a unique multi-sided shape that made it instantly recognizable. But here's the detail that surprises many people. By 1958, the British threepence was not made of silver. Earlier versions from much older periods contained silver, but mid-20th century issues were struck in brass. That golden tone is not hidden wealth. It's simply the material chosen for durability and mass production. The phrase "no mint mark" often creates excitement, especially for those familiar with US coins, but in British coinage of that era, it's completely normal. Most coins didn't carry visible mint marks, so there's nothing rare about their absence. The same goes for coins that appear dark, worn, or dirty. That condition usually comes from years of circulation, coins passing through countless hands, picking up marks, scratches, and discoloration. In the world of collecting, heavyware almost always reduces value rather than increasing it. So where do the million-dollar dreams come from? They come from rare and exceptional coins, pieces that are dramatically different from the norm. In British coin history, High-value coins are typically those with extremely limited production, special historical significance, or unusual minting errors. These might include coins struck incorrectly, experimental issues, or pieces preserved in near-perfect condition. Those are the coins that reach high prices at auctions, not standard circulation coins like a 1958 threepence. Still, there's something powerful about holding this coin. It represents a time when everyday money looked and felt different, when even small denominations had unique shapes and designs. It connects you to an era when Queen Elizabeth II was in the early years of her reign, and the world was changing rapidly around her. This coin passed through real lives, used in real moments, carrying silent stories from the past. The truth is simple but important. A 1958 threepence is very unlikely to make you a billionaire overnight. But that doesn't mean it has no value. Its worth lies in its history, its design, and the possibility, however small, that an unusual feature could make it stand out. In coin collecting, fortunes are not built on common pieces. They are discovered in rare details that most people overlook. So instead of chasing exaggerated claims, take a closer look. Study the coin. Understand its background. Because sometimes the greatest value isn't in a shocking price. It's in recognizing the difference between what is ordinary and what is truly rare.